Hello. I have some good video this time. I'm not going to give you guys a lecture. Uncle Shelby's done with that. I got a book in, and it's by a man by the name of Daniel Friberg. He's Swedish. I first heard of him on Red Ice Radio. Him and a man by the name of Jim Morgan are founders of Arktos Media. And listening to them speak, and plus they have their own podcast, I'm like, wow, I've got to see his book. I needed to know what it was about. And Daniel Friberg, it's interesting, he started up a thing called misspoke. It's about metapolitics in Sweden. In his book, it's a primer of The Real Right Returns, a handbook for the true opposition. Okay? It's breaks it down succinctly. I think it's probably, in my estimation, for somebody just coming to the right, the real right or the new right. I like the European phraseology of it better. As a primer, it lets you know exactly what the opposition is about, where they stand now, and I'm in concurrence with him on that. I'm not going to go over American politics. It's written for a European point of view. There's a lot of crossover. I think they actually, because we didn't wake up as quickly as they have, I think now with what's going on in the Trump campaign, and you see how Black Lives Matter and all the other folks are acting like fools, they're showing their true colors. This breaks it down from the beginning, where I can see from 1919 to 1920, he brings up an obscure figure by the name of Gramsci. He was an Italian communist right before Mussolini took power. He ended up going to prison. Well, he wrote a book while he was in prison, and he died in prison, thank God. Another communist dead. It was called The Prison Notebook. And he actually gave a very good assessment of why communism failed. In his list and points, he had said, you have to establish the amount of intelligent discourse, you have to run it. This is what the masses have to believe. You have to know the mores of the culture, or change them to what you want them to be. The habits of thought, i.e. how people are thinking. Think political correctness on, you're editing yourself. You're no longer having free thought. The value systems of the people and how to change them, i.e. degenerate or become a more degenerate society. We see that in our own country. Systems, art, and education. You think about that. That's changing everything. That's what the media has done. So he breaks that down, shows, and in the back, it's broken down into sections, real readable. It's not that thick. You'll get through it quickly. The thing about it is there's also an entire bibliography on different things. It's carefully noted, footnoted. There's also an explanation of terminology. I happen to agree with him that Americanism after the Second World War is really what, and it's because of the cultural Marxism that came over here from Europe, and how it infected our colleges, our media in Hollywood, and all of that. And then we pushed it out. And with satellite communication, I think it got even more airplay more quickly. So in the end, this book will tell you the history of the new right and where it came from. He breaks down every bit of what used to be considered right and where we should be, and the fallacies of that time too, to what we should be doing now. And his metapolitical viewpoint, I think, is groundbreaking in a lot of ways, because, you know, we don't have to go out there and fash out all the time. We can actually move through course and retake our culture as they can, and they're doing it now. That was my review of this book, and I hope that you guys pick it up. It's not that expensive. Remember, it's from Arktos Media. The Real Right Returns, Daniel Friberg, a handbook for the true opposition. You guys have a great day. Shuff out.